Hello everyone, my name is Pritam and welcome to another video. And in this video, we are going to talk about a very important thing in Python programming, which is if name equal main. Now, what is the purpose of it? Why we are going to use it? That's a very important thing. First of all, let me change my program name, which is for example P1. Okay, so now what exactly it means? Okay, if name equal mean, if I let me print like anything like program run directly. Okay, now let's run it. You can see program run directly. This is happening. Okay, now let me create another function file, which is p2.py, and there let me import p1. Okay, and then if I write if name equal main print program run directly, and in the else part let me run program imported actually. Okay, and here also in the else section let me write print program imported or file. Okay, whatever it is. Now when I run it, you can see when I run it, you can see program run directly. Okay, so program p1. Okay, let me p1 and p1. Okay, and in p2 also it's like p2 and p2. Okay, so here also let me import p2. Okay, import p2. Okay, now if I run, you can see one second yeah, so program p1 imported. Okay, if I run the p1 file, program p1 imported, and then program p2 imported, and then program p1 ran directly. Now why it is happening? Okay, so when we are importing p2, obviously it is calling p2. In p2 it is importing p1, then obviously it is going to p1 again. Now if name equal main, so when actually the thing is, when we run a Python file, the name, this name attribute is actually taking that program name directly, which is main. Okay, so now when in the beginning, when I run this, like let me comment it out, this one and also this one, when I run this file, if name equal main, it was getting true because p1 I was calling directly. But in this case I'm importing the thing. Okay, I am importing the thing. Here also I am importing the thing. So there are some cascading like recursive calling are happening. Like here I am importing p2, and inside p2. Okay, let's comment it out now, and then let's run it. So see, you can see program p2 imported. So p2 called, and name is not p2 now, because this function is getting this file is getting imported. So obviously it is not going to take the main. Then it comes to the else part and program p2 imported, and then here as we are calling p1.py, here you can see p1.py. That's why obviously name will be taking main and it will be matching, and then program p1 run directly. This is the function of this name equal main. Okay, this is the property. Now let's decomment it and then run p1 function again, p1 file again. Okay, yeah, one second. Yeah, so let's run it again, and then you can see program p1 imported. Why it is happening? Because importing p1, and then it is coming here, and this line will be executed, and then program p2 imported, because obviously this is not taking as main. Obviously this line will be executed, and after all this happening, then name this thing will be checking for p1, and then p1 run directly. These things will be executed. Okay, now let's run p2.py. So here, when the p2.py would be executed, then obviously import p1, import inside input we into p2, again program p2 imported, you can see, then again program p1 imported, again like program p2 would be executed directly. So in this way you can understand like how these things are happening. Okay, let me talk about another two programs which I have already written, and let me explain that how it is actually happening. Okay, so here this is program 1.py, and then this program 2.py. Okay, so in program 1 I am not importing anything, I am calling some functions like def abc, def bcd. So hello program 1 dot, because it's the program 1 file, that's why program 1.abc, program 1.bcd we are printing out. Now if name equal main, so this is a way to get the proof. Like you will see, for example, in the this one, let me comment everything, and just take these two lines, and let me copy that line from there and then paste it here. Okay, so if name equal mean file 2 name, okay, whatever it is, file 2 name, it's p1. Okay, file p1 name is set to like this format of name, so you can see format of name is main. Okay, but if it is not equal to main, obviously then what is going to happen, like for example in case of p2, let's go to p2 and comment them out, and then import p1, and then if name equal main, okay, program p2, okay, one second, yeah, yeah, else same thing. Okay, now importing p1 and check. Okay, now if I run, you can see p1 name set to as main. Okay, this one sorry, this will be p2, this would be p2. Okay, okay, so you can see that thing. Now let's comment out this and go to p1, and here also let me put a else statement, and here uh, else this thing, and import p1. Okay, now let's run it. You can see p1 name is set to p1. Okay, here p1 name has set to p1 because the else statement is executed rather than main. If I run it, so you can see p1 name has set to main, but when I am importing p1 into p2, okay, so it is going to be that. Now here if I import p2 and then run, so you can see, so p1 name is set to main, p2 name is set to p2 because the else statement has been executed here. So in this way actually it is happening. Okay, now let's not talk about this, let's talk about these functions. Okay, so abc and bcd, that's fine, name equal main format, and abc would be executed, else this would be executed, and outside of this function I have called it. And here also import program 1, this is a one-sided import I have done. Okay, let's run this. One second, let me clear the terminal. Yeah, let's run this. So outs file 2 name, okay, file 2 means program 2 is set to program 1. Okay, first one obviously we are executed this. Okay, so file this would be 1, I'm sorry, this is p1. Okay, now run again please. Yeah, so you can see file 1 is set to program 1. Because why? Because else statement is getting executed, because this program 1 is getting imported obviously, then this is executed, then outside of this main function and program 1.abc, program 2.abc, sorry, bcd, these are the two functions are executed, then 2 name is set to main. Why? Because after this, because like all these three lines, these lines are due to this import function, import program1 line. Now name is obviously equal to main and sit2 is name main, and then program1.bcd. Then obviously program1.bcd is what? Hello program1.bcd, and that's why hello program1.bcd has been executed. So you can play with all these things. I am giving just some example to make you understand that what exactly happening in the inside using this thing, why it is important. Obviously it is very important, because when, like, what are the functions you want to run when it is imported, and when it is like when it is running directly, then what are the things you want, and when it is not running, like calling directly, it is imported somewhere in in other file, then what are the properties of the classes and other things also you want to be executed. This is under your control using this if name equal main, this line. Okay, this line is having so much power that it is giving you the control that what exactly you want to be imported, what you exactly you want to be executed when it is called in some other files, or it is called directly. So this is the main like conclusion actually. Okay, so I think it is clear to you. I have given so much examples. If you want to know more about like Python or data structure algorithm and with any other languages which I really trying to make the tutorials properly, so if you want them and also if you want to support, then please do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, so that every video could be reached to you through notification. And obviously let me know in the comment section if any kind of doubt is there. I will love to answer your questions. Thank you so much for now. We will see in the next video.